something I picked up a little while back. I haven't got a chance to open it up yet. That's the SDCC WWE Elite Mr. T figure. I was able to get through Entertainment Earth when they were running the sales for SDC this year. The box is really neat looking. It's got the signature gold chains of Mr. T, and it wraps around the box. It's pretty interesting. I like how they did that. Let's slide it out of the sleeve. Oh, that's cool. We got the picture of Mr. T and a Pity the Fool. Back in the 80s, I was like a huge A-Team fan and a Mr. T fan. So this was a must-get for me. It's a full view of the box. 2020. Inside the box, they have some photo images printed of Mr. T when he was Hispanic, when he was in the WWE, partnered up with Hulk Hogan. This is before my time when I started watching wrestling. I didn't start watching wrestling until probably the early to mid 90s. Stone Cold, Undertaker and Stone Cold, kind of like what got me into wrestling. The figure is covered with a little thin film, Mr. T, WWE Mr. T logo. It's a very collector-friendly packaging where you can repack the figure if you need to. If you want to put it back in the box if you don't have room to display. He's got alternate hands. Comes with let's get him out of the tray and take a closer look. Here we have Mr. T outside the box. He comes with a extra set of hands. The jacket is removable. The belt's removable, and he has the signature chains, and his bracers and wristbands is all removable. I do have a smudge on the knee pad on mine, and later I'll see if I can get that off, but where it's on white, it's probably soaked into the white and dyed the white, so it's going to be near impossible to get that off. The close up of the head sculpt. He's definitely going to be pitying some fools. On these hands, he's got his gold rings. The jacket doesn't seem to hinder the articulation too much. It's of soft material. But you can remove all this. More in a standard wrestling attire. The shirt does have the Velcro like standard WWE Elites. The jacket's a little tight on the arm. Don't want to hurt the jacket getting it off. Non-ringed hands on. During this era, well, I think even on the pictures inside the box, they have Mr. T wearing red tights, wrestling gear. But for some reason they decided to do this figure with blue tights. Not sure why. Standard WWE articulation. It's on a ball peg for the neck. You can't look up very far, but you can look down pretty well. Disc hinge shoulders, up and down, 360, bicep swivel, single jointed elbows, hinge and swivel wrist, standard ab crunch, waist twist. Legs can go out this far. He has upper thigh rotation, forward. Or on the WWE Elites, you have the sculpt here where you have no back motion. The knee pad, he's got double joint knees, but the knee pads do hinder that some. That's about as far as you're going to go with the knee pads on. He's got boot swivel and hinged ankles. They does have a little bit of a rocker motion to get some flat-footed poses on the ground, which is good. It's a lot of WWE heats for at least the ones I've picked up for a while. The hinges were frozen. You'd have to actually heat them up in hot water to get them to move. So for the Sergeant Slaughter, I've got to fix his ankles, and they're stuck. Until I heat these up, they're not moving anymore. You just break the pegs off the feet. Well, since I brought Slaughter in, let's do a little bit of comparisons with other WWE elites. We'll bring in Sergeant Slaughter. So, Hulk Hogan. And Ultimate Warrior. Wrestlers from that era. Mr. T fits in pretty well. He's shorter than Hogan, as he should be. That shoulder don't want to go down as far. But I think it makes a good complement to the WWE Elite Collection shelf. We'll have to see what's going on with his shoulder here. Just notice it's not wanting to go down that far. That's better. Just apply a little extra pressure. But overall, I'm pretty well happy with this figure. This is the first time I ever reviewed a figure, so I'm sure I stumbled a lot. But hopefully I get to do quite a few more. I love collecting action figures and toys of all sorts. And I did notice after I was putting the jacket back on, I kind of spotted it when I was doing the review earlier. My Mr. T is missing some paint on his mohawk. You can see the flesh tone poking through the front. Something I wanted to fix later before I put them on my shelf. I'm going to touch that up. A little bit of semi-gloss black should be able to fix that. And it looks like he might, yep, the paint on his mustache is also pretty thin. So it looks like I'm going to have to do a little bit of touching up more than I thought.